What's up, Joe? And
What
boys.
up? What up?
Oh, just living the dream.
Oh, Jesus. You still saying that? I thought you left the Midwest.
The dream don't stop.
Okay. Oh, you got to be flying on a high with all the things that have been going on, huh?
100%. I am definitely on a high. I mean, 100%. Which, honestly, you know what? Like, we haven't really talked college at all, really.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we don't even have that as a thing. So guess what? This is the blind side.
We didn't create a banner at all.
I didn't create a banner. Yeah, it's been quite the weekend. Bama gets taken down by Texas, convincingly too, might I add. And so, I mean, there was that. That was a heck of a thing. So, what I did all day on that day, I was boating all day. That's why I don't know if you can tell. I got like red and all that. Like, my arms were like lobsters. Boating all day. Got off the boat. Got back on land. Ate dinner, and then got home in time for the game.
Nice. Yeah, so, I was putting in a Saturday, so.
Yeah, I was boating while you were working. So while you were making money, I was getting sunburned.
I needed more money for what I'm about to embark on.
Fair. Moving to Florida?
No. Going on a bachelor party.
No. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, no, Texas beating Bama. They should have beat them last year. No, this is a Horns Up podcast. Where's Shaylee? Where's Shaylee, Joe?
She's in the comments. She already commented.
Horns Up. No. We're doing horns right now. No fins. How do you do fins down like this?
I don't know. Horns down.
Also, sorry. I wanted to. We're bad. We're bad at this. I'm James. That's Joe. Different voices. All that stuff. We're bad. And Joe also posted a TikTok.
Nah, it happens. I literally said as I was doing it. Whoa. I double clicked. That's posting. Oh well. Was not intentional.
Full send. I like this one better. Or Horns Up podcast. Which, speaking of Horns Up, I don't know if you saw. I posted a talk earlier. So I was driving home from work, and I was pulling up to a red light, and I see this car. It has like Bama stickers all over it. Roll Tide, Crimson Tide, Bama, all that stuff. And I just kind of pull up to him, and I just kind of look over, kind of wave, and just hit him with the the look. The look was worth anything. Like, it's
Shaylee tries to get me to do it. It never takes effect.
Yeah, unfortunately, unless we put in some sort of bet, like if Texas wins the national championship, he's never going to do it. I don't even think he would anyways.
No. That is like the That is the Raiders of college football for me. That's a no-go. Actually, no, the Raiders. Well, yeah, they are kind of the Raiders, but
I mean, I
also
feel like they should,
it's
based on.
kind of also Nebraska because I hate Nebraska.
See, I would argue that Nebraska is your Raiders and the Longhorns are like your Chargers.
See, I was going to say the reverse because
Nebraska hasn't won anything.
because of how irrelevant Nebraska is anymore.
That's fair. Well, I mean, if we're being transparent, the Longhorns haven't been relevant for a while.
Yeah, but when's the last time the Huskers were relevant?
I don't know, when Ndamukong Suh was stomping on players.
Even then, they weren't.
I mean, their only thing of relevancy was that 1 second that Texas kicked the field goal, and they're like, the time ran out. That's about it.
Yeah. But, yeah. So I enjoyed Colorado beating beating them. So I mean, that was good with me.
Hey, Coach Prime, like I'm wearing 21. It's not prime, but I mean, might as well. Might as well be prime time.
He's doing something. I don't.
It's the culture.
Shador is shooting up draft boards. It's something. I don't know what's happening, but it's pretty awesome.
It is crazy. I mean, there's a lot of gritty teams, good cultures in both Colorado and other NFL teams, which we'll talk about. But yeah, no, we're ranked 4th, so I mean, I got to do this.
So if we're talking some college football right now as well, since I saw her comment talking about a specific game, I'm going to talk about a blunder she had on Saturday.
This is kind of the blind side.
Kinda, but more is just poking fun at my girlfriend.
Okay.
You should ask her how bad she thought Georgia lost.
Shut up!
Oh, I heard "shut up" over my headphones.
I heard it too.
So she saw she saw the LSU game, and they played Grambling, who has the same logo. And I was like, "There's no way LSU beat Georgia 73-0. That's not possible."
She didn't say it was the Packers, though. So
yeah, no. But
they also have the same logo.
Hey, you had to bring up the Raiders, so I had to bring up something.
Yeah, no, that's wild. I'm gonna count that as a blind side. And there we go. She gets included in on this. This is for you.
Now she's taking 2 shots. She took 1 shot, I took a shot back, and now she keeps firing.
That's how it is. How it is. Colorado's something.
Yeah, Coach Prime is like, so once players get on the campus there, they realize how beautiful like Colorado actually is, and it's kind of insane.
Yeah, and it's like one of those things like players go to play for coaches, and everyone wants to play for Prime.
Yep.
I'm interesting to see his actual recruiting classes, like because we know he took some of these players from Jackson State.
Yep. I'm interested to see how well he works in the line, because in order to be an actual like national championship team, you have to get a line, and right now all he's really done well at recruiting is skill position players, and if you don't have a line, you're not going to win at Natty. And I don't remember hearing anything about them stealing any offensive linemen, defensive linemen. So I'm just tempering expectations, because until he's capable of getting a line together,
Yeah.
I don't know how truly far they can go.
It's still exciting.
Yes, it absolutely is, and they'll be a top 5 team in the nation, maybe. But to truly be on Georgia and Alabama usually, but not the past 2 years, I don't think. I haven't been too impressed with Alabama as late.
Hey, they
Since
were
kinda
52-1. Now they're 52-2.
Well, it's not that. I meant like last year, I didn't see them as a national championship team.
No, they really weren't. But like,
I also don't see you guys as a natty. I don't see Oklahoma as like it's Georgia and Georgia.
I think Texas can make it to at least the playoff, and then we'll see.
Maybe.
I think they their defense is balling. It's really good. Obviously, it's early. I don't know. Quinn looks like he's on like he's just locked in. He's on a revenge tour for last year. I mean, he got banged up, and then they dropped a couple games.
We'll see. I mean, even if they go undefeated, give me Georgia all day long. All day, and twice on Saturday.
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah. So we can talk about some football from week 1.
Nah. First we gotta hit the other thing before we go into the football, because the football will take up probably the rest.
Okay. What's the next thing? Oh, LeBron said he was gonna get everyone back, and I think Steph too.
Yeah. D-Book's already saying he's in. Kyrie.
Can we just how?
Yeah.
Is it because everyone stopped, like they just stopped caring? Is that why they lost, or like
no slight. He is a good player in the NBA, but he is no superstar. When your most notable player, like getting the rounds, is Austin Reeves, you have a problem.
That's fair.
He should not be the most notorious player on Team USA basketball. He's the third best player on his NBA team. If we want to be truly Team USA, he can't even make the lineup realistically.
No.
So I don't know, but it's sounding like some players are gonna go, and I'd be excited for it.
I just don't know why. Like, how did we get to this point? Did Team USA just get massive egos, and they're just like, you know what? It doesn't matter who we throw out there, we're gonna win. Like,
I mean, it's the same thing as to why the Stars don't do the slam dunk contest anymore. There's no real reward to it.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the only thing Melo ever won. So,
like, there's no reward, but there is absolutely a consequence.
Mm-hmm.
You lose in it, that's on your record forever. You win in it, that's expected. So I understand it. I still wouldn't I don't like it, but like I understand it. I get it. Like, you don't want that tarnish. I get it.
Yeah.
But you still, at some point, somebody's got to do it.
You're right.
I'm throwing things. Back scratcher went flying.
Back scratcher. I'm sitting there playing with a comb.
But I don't know. I'd like to see an actual Team USA get together. Probably one last time before actually Euro teams might be competitive against us.
Well, we'd see they're competitive against our D leaguers pretty much. Oh, that's what you would. But
against the B team, yeah. I wouldn't call them G League, but it is absolutely the B team.
Yeah,
And
it's definitely not our A team. That's for sure.
yeah, that can be admitted.
USA. Oh. No, USA soccer, women's soccer. I mean, basketball now. Like USA need to win. I think we got to go take on the Nazis.
Oh Jesus!
I mean, we're undefeated, and we're USA undefeated in world wars. Just throwing it out there.
Mm-hmm.
Back-to-back World War champions.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
We're a pro-America podcast.
Uh-huh.
Should I bleep out that word on the Spotify?
Oh, no, you're good. I'm fine with it. I'm good. But
I mean, it happens. It happens.
I don't know. I'd like to see a team get together, and you know what? I want to see how wide we can get the spread.
Oh, you want to see like 40-point blowouts?
Oh, I want to see how wide of a spread. I want them to set it as 40, we win by 70. I want them to set it as 60, we win by 90. I want to test the limits.
Oh, so you just want straight just massacre.
Yes.
That's fair. Sir, I'd love to see it. Team USA and next year, actually, 2024, the FIBA Cup.
Yep.
Average winning 50 points.
I would love to see it. It's not happening because that's wild. Like the numbers I just said are wild.
If that did happen with 40-year-old LeBron at that point,
I mean, he wouldn't be the best player on the team.
I know, but I mean, everyone who's like opted in is in their late 30s, mid to late 30s.
Nah, D-Book.
Oh, he's young, but Steph is what, 36?
Yeah.
So I mean, they got some age there. The average age wouldn't be young, especially if KD decides to play.
Bring it.
I guess we'll have
Let's
to see.
Play them all.
Let's play our best against their best, and it wouldn't be close.
Yep.
I mean, obviously you got Jokic and Giannis, and they're not American, but bring it on.
Yep, I'm down.
Bring it on. Actually, we should technically get Giannis and Jokic because they're in America longer than they're.
No, they're not.
Doesn't Giannis live in?
Yeah, but you got to think they spent like 18 years in that country.
I'm talking about like right now.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe not Jokic because Jokic.
But where's their citizenship? They have work visas.
Damn it, you're killing me, Smalls. I mean, you're right. You're right. I mean, he is called the Greek freak, not the American freak.
Exactly.
That would actually low key.
You know what? We could claim him if you could spell his last name right now.
Okay, I got to spell Antetokounmpo. Did I at least say it right?
Yeah.
Like that's bonus points. Okay, Antetokounmpo.
I have no idea.
Are you going to Google it so you can fact check me?
Nope. Because I'm not going to try to type it into Google.
You just got to type in Giannis, bro. Oh wait, you said I have to spell his last name or just spell his name? Because Giannis, Giann. I probably spelled that wrong. I-S. Okay, Antetokounmpo. It's A-N-T-E. Here, hold on. I got to switch the banner. A-N-T-E. K. U.
So wait, what are you at?
I said A-N-T-E.
Okay.
K.
Okay.
U.
Okay.
E.
Okay.
Am I doing good?
No.
Oh, okay. Did I get the first four?
There's only one E, and you already said two. So.
Oh, okay. Antetokounmpo. Okay, I got you. K-U-M after the auntie. K-U-M-P.
No.
K-O.
No. Horrendous. Cool.
You got 5 minutes to be trying to spell Antetokounmpo.
We do not get to claim him.
Okay, fine. We will say Tua is the best quarterback in the league if Shaylee can spell his last name.
I haven't heard her say anything, so she might be typing it in the chat.
She's probably Googling it. It doesn't count.
Probably. Google cheated. I just heard my fridge make some noises.
I actually think I can spell Tagovailoa. Tagovalia. I think that's pretty close.
I'm a horrendous speller.
I know what you can spell. Joe. Spell Joe.
J-O.
Touche.
Thanks.
I thought you were going to go H-O-E. I cannot confirm whether or not you Googled that or not, so it doesn't count. Uh-oh. I'm getting pop-ups on the computer. So much mail. What's going on?
Too much of that orange and black or what?
That's not my computer. I've never watched Orange is the New Black.
Oh. That's on Netflix.
I've never watched it. I think I watched the first episode and I was like, what the heck is going on? And then that was it. That was no mas.
I've never watched it.
No mas.
All right. So let's get back to football here.
Let's go here.
Oh.
Is that where you were going?
Sure.
Okay. Chris Jones signed technically
1 year
he didn't sign a 1 year. He was already he just added on to this year.
Yeah, but
25 mil.
Basically restructured with crazy incentives.
Sounds a little familiar.
Yep.
I mean, Cowboys, Emmitt Smith holding out. Cowboys dropped some games they should have won. And then boom, here's the money.
Yeah. It I wanted it to be a lot longer.
Well, they'll probably figure something out.
He's a really good player. But I understand what people like. What the Chiefs are thinking is like Donald's thing was like so over the top of what every other standard was set that we can't just be expected to beat that. But also like a player breaks the new cap each year. So like I understand both sides, and I'm here for players getting paid. So
yeah, $25 million with incentives going up from playing time, number of sacks, if he gets any awards, and obviously Super Bowl appearance and wins. So
yeah,
and he's 29, so he's not like
a spring chicken.
He's not that, but he's also not over the hill yet.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, Calais Campbell is doing work, and he's like 38.
Yeah. Calais Campbell's also 6'8".
Yeah, but Von Miller is like 36 too, 37. He's up there too.
Yeah, but those guys are freaks. I don't know that Chris Jones is a freak. I just think he's really technically sound.
Yeah, I think he's got a solid 2-3 years of being like top 3 defensive player.
Yeah. Well,
not defensive player, but defensive lineman.
Top 2 interior defensive linemen, I will say. Because I don't think Donald's around for long before like
Donald's been flirting with retirement for like years.
Yeah, but the Rams are just bad, man.
They won.
The Rams are bad.
They won. What about Pua? Why talk about Tua when you can talk about Pua? Kua. I don't know his last name. I don't know how to say it.
I don't even know what you're saying right now.
He's a rookie wide receiver for the Rams. He went off. Absolutely off.
No, not a clue. Did not watch that game.
Oh, okay. Well, let's talk about what you call boring Sunday night football.
Oh my God, it was so boring.
It was not boring at all, Joe. It was fantastic. It was fantastic.
It was.
What was boring about it, Joe? Tell me. Talk to me.
What was boring about it? Everybody knew it was going to be an absolutely dismantling. Yet it's Sunday Night Football on opening week. Stop it. If it wants to be,
everyone didn't know that, Joe.
If it wants to be Sunday Night Football on week 6, cool. Opening Sunday night.
So
Stop it. Stop it.
You predicted the Cowboys to blow them out?
I didn't expect it to be a good game. I didn't expect 40, but I expected 35-14. Like, what's this?
I mean, not many. Not, I'm just speaking
what
from what I saw.
What do the Giants actually have? I said this when they went into the playoffs last year. What do they actually have?
They have Saquon.
Exactly. That's it.
And I talked about
get them the hell out of here. Don't put them on Sunday Night Football on opening night. Like, let's say it was Broncos versus the Chiefs. Cool. What are we doing? Why? What? Give me a good football game. Like, put the Chargers and the Dolphins, who are both competitive teams, on Sunday Night Football.
That would have been a good Sunday Night Football. But just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there. The Giants did have a good first drive. And that's it. The moment that field goal was blocked, not just blocked and returned for a touchdown, that game was over. That game was over. And not everybody expected a blowout. Like, my timeline, and I'm sure a lot of other Cowboy fan timeline, people in the national media, like who do ESPN and Fox Sports and stuff like that, they picked the Giants to not only win, they picked the Giants to make the playoffs instead of the Cowboys. Like, there are people smart people, who thought the Giants were for real. They thought Daniel Jones, who throw this stat out there, Daniel Jones has never thrown for more touchdowns in games that he's played.
Yeah, it drives clicks.
They're dumb.
Yes.
Also,
the only two positions that the Giants have over the Cowboys is running back and interior defensive lineman. Now, what two positions really don't matter that much in football?
Running back
and interior defensive lineman. Oh my God. And we're wondering why the Cowboys blew them out.
Quick
shocker.
Name the Giants' number one receiver.
CD.
Giants.
Oh, exactly.
Stephon Gilmore.
CD.
No, but for me, it was fun. I actually stayed up to watch it. If you remember last year, I said I went to sleep before the Colts blowout. I went to sleep before that ended. I stayed awake for this one.
Fun fact. I didn't even turn it on because I knew it was going to be boring.
I had to, Joe, for the brand.
I understand. Like, you're a fan of that
sponsor.
Team. I understand. I understand that you're a fan. I didn't even turn it on. It's opening night. I didn't turn it on because I don't want to watch a dismantling. That will literally just ruin my mood.
Joe, since you're fired up about this, it's cool. It's cool. I just gotta know. I saw something. So obviously, before the game, it was the Giants have a chance to win. After the game, it was play a real team. Like, I don't care who you play. I don't care what team you're a fan of. If you beat any team in the NFL by 40 in a shutout,
yes,
it's just dumb to say play a real team.
Yes. But, like, also, to be fair, they are an average at best team. Cool. They're still an average at best NFL team. So, yes, both things are still technically true. That's why it should not have been Sunday Night Football. You have a actual, like,
not to mention Dax
could be a Super Bowl contender versus an average team.
Just people are dumb.
It's because the Cowboys drive clicks, and it's stupid, and that's why I didn't watch.
I thought it was a fun game. Sure. I mean, to be the first team in like I don't know what was it, 24 years to have a kick a special teams touchdown and a defensive touchdown in opening night, and the largest shutout in Dallas Cowboys history. Well, since I don't remember the year, but like pure dominance. I loved every moment of it. Every moment.
Yeah.
My favorite. My favorite part was people like, well, Dak didn't do anything. Well, he didn't need to, and they took him out in the third. It was Cooper Rush for the entire fourth.
Yeah. I think if your backup quarterback comes in not because of injury, that's a boring Sunday night football game.
That's fair. Daniel Jones was in the whole time. I don't know why they didn't take him out. They left the Giants. All their starters stayed in.
Yeah, but it's probably a boring Sunday night football game.
if your backup comes in due to non-injury, correct. I would agree. That's a boring. Once it got to that point, I kind of was just going through the TikTok and the feed and stuff. I wasn't really but 40-0, and bro, that's college numbers. Because you see, you mentioned, Georgia got blown out by 70. I can't wait for that comment. Yeah, no, it was a good. No, a blowout is boring unless it's your team doing the blowout.
No, I also didn't want to watch Oklahoma do what they did to make the other coach cry. I didn't watch that either because it was a freaking blowout.
Speaking of Oklahoma, we both did a terrible thing.
What's that?
We underestimated Baker. When no one doubts Baker, that's when he's at his best.
I didn't doubt Baker.
Well, I should have picked that as my upset. And I'm so mad at myself for saying it out loud and then going the route I did.
I love Baker. Yeah, you'll never hear me doubt Baker.
I love Baker too, actually. I really do. I like him a lot. The Doomsday 2.0. People are saying it. I don't know if I believe it yet. We'll see it. But hell of a performance by the defense. That's what's exciting to me. That literally didn't need to do anything. It was just the defense was just everywhere. I like it. We can move on from this. I'm sure you're tired of listening about boring Sunday Night Football.
I mean, I'm fired up about it because it was a stupid pick.
You want to know
absolutely stupid.
You know how dumb or how bad Daniel Jones is? Within the first drive, I believe. I don't know exactly how far in. It was the first drive for the Giants. I don't remember if it was Tirico or Collinsworth. They said Daniel Jones needs to have probably 70-something yards rushing for them to win this game. Nothing about passing. And when your quarterback is not a running quarterback and they're talking about rush yards.
Oh, that's the sad thing. He is a running quarterback. He's just also not great at that.
I mean, he's the best white running quarterback. Maybe. Unless Zach Wilson's running to someone's mom's house.
I'd still put Josh above him.
Oh, fair, but Allen fumbles more than Danny fumbles, which that's weird, isn't it? In the last couple of years, he has.
I think it's that Josh is just more reckless. I don't think he fumbles because he fumbles. I think he fumbles because he's taking way more shots.
Let's since we talked about Zach Wilson, let's go to an exciting Monday Night Football game. exciting after the first 4 plays. So obviously the number one thing that happened there, Rodgers towards Achilles.
Yeah.
So that naturally, dude's 40. So is this the last we see of Aaron Rodgers?
On a football field?
Playing, yes.
Probably.
I don't want it to be. I also probably Achilles at 40 that's rough. It's rough.
If he comes back, he's a shell of himself.
Probably. But it's just like Rodgers is like up there with he's 20 years. He's Big Ben, Rivers, Rodgers, Manning, Brady, Breeze.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's it. He's the last one.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't consider Matt Ryan. I mean, Matt Ryan had like a 14-year career or whatever, and he's not officially retired. But I don't. It's tough to go out like that. I'll say that it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, you never want to see a career-ending injury, but I mean, he does have things outside of football that he can do that he's perfectly happy doing.
Yeah. He'll probably definitely end up being like a commentator or something.
It sucks, but I mean, silver lining. Jets get to keep their first round pick this year.
Silver lining. They still won.
Yeah.
How? Like, I'm gonna be honest. I did look up. I watched highlights and stuff, but once Rodgers was down, I stopped watching. I was like, "There's no way the Jets win this." Completely, all possibilities of that happening was out the window.
I got tired, so I went to bed.
No, me too. I think I was actually in bed like at 9:30.
That's roughly when I went to bed, and I live in a different time zone. I mean, like roughly the exact time.
Oh, so you went to bed at 8:30?
Yeah.
Well, look at you go, Joe. Look at you go.
So I was tuckered out.
Dude, I'm tired now, but the grind don't stop.
I don't want it to be the last we see Rodgers, but I also don't want to see shell Rodgers either. So I don't know what I want here.
Yeah.
But Garrett Wilson's freaking awesome. That much I know.
That is 100% true. I agree. That was that catch of the year in week 1.
Yeah. He's freaking awesome.
So I'm just looking at our picks here. You went 2 and 3.
Yeah.
And I went 2 and 3 as well.
Damn, we suck.
Not a good week. So you got the Lions and the Cowboys, and I got the Jags and the Cowboys. But the writing was on the wall for the Patriots to upset the Eagles. It was there.
The Eagles played a not great game and still pulled off the win.
Yeah, I know, but it was there. Like there was a tipped, I guess, kind of like not a Kadarius Toney because that was horrendous, where it went straight through his hands.
Yeah,
for a pick 6. The one
that was the only game at that time slot that we were watching.
The Mac Jones threw a pass a little high, tipped up, went to Slay, and Slay ended up turning into a pick 6. So, kudos. They lost by 5.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that in itself is, if you're just taking points off the board, that's the game right there. Not to mention, Philly had the chance to put it away, and Hurts fumbles it, gives the Patriots another chance, which go to 4th down, and then they completed it, I should say they were past the sticks, but he couldn't get both feet down.
Yeah.
So that was a pretty exciting game. The writing was on the wall, so I'm not even mad at it. You should be mad at your upset pick because that was horrendous.
Yeah, but I mean, you said you liked it.
I did it in time, but
You
but I
said you
also
liked
picked
it.
the Steelers to make the playoffs.
Yeah, I did not pick them to make the playoffs, so that it was
It ain't over. It ain't over yet, though. So.
that was a bad one. The game that really messed with my head though is the Broncos game.
The onside kick to start the season.
Well, not
That's pretty
necessarily
wild.
that.
That's pretty wild, though.
I don't. That don't bother me at all. If you see a flaw in their recovery team and you want to go for it, you go for it. I don't hate it, but so the Broncos lost that game, right? If you go points per possession, their points per possession would have been second in the NFL last year.
Mm-hmm.
That game was just stupid. and the missed extra point, inexcusable. Anytime a missed extra point happens, I'm just like, get them off the field.
Who's their kicker?
Will Lutz.
Who's the Saints?
Yep. Get him off the team. Send him back to New Orleans. Find a kicker off the street because you should not miss extra points.
Maher ended up in LA and he missed a PAT, but then he made everything after that.
If hire somebody out of the stands. If you miss a PAT, hire somebody out of the stands.
The Cowboys have a guy who's really good at soccer.
Their
kicker is like known for soccer.
You miss a PAT, I'm just like, nah. You miss a field goal like from like 40 more, cool. Like I could shake it off. Like you miss a PAT, I'm not shaking that off. I'm sorry, I'm not.
Yeah, the Cowboys kicker is Brendan Aubrey. He's he's known for soccer.
Like. We lost by 1. We had a missed field goal and a missed extra point. And we stopped their rushing game. Devontae really didn't do anything. Jacoby Myers picked apart Damari Mathis, and I'm scared for our defense a little bit.
Yeah, I saw Patrick Surtain pass interference on Devontae. Absolutely meme mugged him.
They were both pushing and shoving.
No, was it? I don't know. It was.
I
just remember
the only flag that was thrown on PS2
was that
both.
One.
Both of them were going.
Yeah.
Which if it's both going, Ty goes to the runner in baseball. Ty goes to the offensive player.
You're right.
Flag.
You're right.
He had an insane pass breakup that it looked like dude was about to OBJ an interception. It was wild. I watched it and I was like, holy hell. But he only allowed 2 receptions to Devontae when he was lined up on him.
Oh, okay. I mean, I just gotta poke the bear a little bit. Get you while you're feisty.
Vance Joseph being back, not loving it.
Also, just for reminder, we get to 100 subscribers. I'm a Commanders fan. Joe's a Browns fan for 1 episode.
Yeah.
We're at 38 now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube.
Go subscribe.
Do it. You won't.
Make me get a Browns jersey.
Yeah, you won't. Make him get a Joe Thomas jersey. You know what? Make him get a current player. Make him get DTR.
I mean, there are plenty of Browns players I like.
Give Joe a Chubb.
Sure.
A Bradley Chubb jersey for the Dolphins, not the Broncos.
But yeah, that game was wild.
The
Dolphins game, I really wish that one would have been on the TV and I would have had my phone watching the Broncos game. I would have liked to seen that one a little bit more.
I experienced my first ever NFL Red Zone.
Yeah, how was it?
I felt like
is it game changing for you?
Like 10 pounds lighter, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
I was walking a little high that day. No, I put the wheelbarrow away.
Oh, okay.
It was like so much, a lot of everything. It's just going on, so much football. I didn't know what to do. And of course, I just watched the Cowboys game, obviously. But like, so I was able to get a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Got a whole bunch of everything. Instead of just watching one game, I watched them all.
Ish.
I watched the important parts.
Yeah. Ish.
It's like watching a movie on Hulu and skipping the commercials.
It's like watching highlights.
The best parts.
It's like watching highlights.
Yeah, but it also, as the games like wind down towards halftime, you like watch the last 2 minutes of all the halftime games.
Yeah.
And then like the last 2 minutes of every game, pretty much. So you cut out all the 3 and outs and all that stuff. But also, that's a good point. So we're gonna go to the comments here. Speaking of commentating, did you see the comment made to Matt Ryan about the 28-3 score?
Uh-huh. She sent me that TikTok.
That his face when looking at this game, you think it's 28-3, but then you see the score, it's 10-10. He's like, penalties.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's so wild. Also,
I can't believe he had the cojones to say it.
I can't believe Matt Ryan. Like, if I was Matt Ryan's a better person than me. Like, that is the lowest point of his career. That will follow him everywhere. I would have socked him.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, he hasn't officially retired. So you think the Jets give him a call?
Maybe. They probably should.
Probably should. I'm sure he can.
Watching that game, they probably should.
Hey, I mean, I think with the way the defense played, Breece Hall looked great. Garrett Wilson looked great. I think Matt Ryan could.
Matt Ryan wasn't bad in Indy. It's just Indy has no receivers.
Yeah, like it's just one of those like he could definitely do something with the Jets.
Yeah, I think he'd be solid. I mean,
good enough.
Yeah. The only problem is can they afford it with Rodgers' contract?
Yeah, that's the weird thing is like that's why they got to know if Rodgers is going to retire. He said he's not. I don't know if you saw that. Rodgers said this is not how it ends.
Yeah. Sadly, I don't. Well, not sadly, but sadly, because I don't think he comes back Rodgers.
He'll come back Aaron, but not Rodgers.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's oh God. I really hope it's not the last. Even if we see him and he's just really bad and he hangs up the cleats, like I just don't want this. Like Zeke as a Cowboy until Zeke signs a 1-day contract, retires a Cowboy. His last play as a Cowboy is going to be him at center.
Yeah.
Getting mauled.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
Also, just to throw it out there, every time a quarterback gets injured, they always someone brings up Colin Kaepernick still available. The Jets literally already said they're not interested. Like
I'd bring in many people before him.
They're not even against Kaepernick at this point. He hasn't played in 8 years. Sure, he can be in shape. He can be in great shape. That's fine. But he hasn't played NFL football in 8 years. He's not going to be good.
If he truly wanted another chance, he'd be playing in another league.
XFL, the USFL, the Canadian Football League. There's so many. The fan-controlled league.
He genuinely just wants his name to be still in the news. If he wanted to actually make a play going to the NFL, he'd play in a different league.
Yeah, he could play in Canada. If he played in Canada and did good, he'd probably get signed. If he played in the XFL, did good, he'd probably get signed. Ben DiNucci was cut by the Cowboys, went to the XFL, and now he's on the Broncos.
Practice squad.
Still on the Broncos.
Yeah.
Where's Kaepernick?
Yeah.
Like if you really, really, really wanted to play, like Terrell Owens is in the fan controlled football league. Like, and he's 50. So I mean, if he
not me just yawning on the internet repeatedly.
Yeah. Next time I'll mute you.
I can't control it, man.
I'll just mute you for the rest of the podcast. No, yeah, I agree. If he really wanted to play, he'd play in any other league, and then he would get some film out there, and then maybe maybe an NFL team would be like, yeah, we'll give you a tryout. We'll give you a real look because staying in shape isn't enough to play in the NFL.
It's an ego check. Like, look at Kurt Warner.
Yeah.
Like, Kurt Warner played in Arena Football League. Where's he at now? Like, if he truly was all about getting back to the NFL, he'd be playing any chance he could get to play as much football as he could get to prove that he is in shape and capable of diagnosing defenses. I'm not worried about him running. I'm sure he's faster than half the quarterbacks in the league. Cool. I'm worried about him being able to diagnose a defense still.
I don't think he could diagnose the defense when he was in the league the first time.
I mean, that's fair.
Like, he wasn't good. Like, in my opinion, he wasn't good the first time. He had a very, very good team around him. So just to wrap up week 1, any other surprises? Anything that was like, oh, caught you off guard type thing?
Caught me off guard type thing. Now you got me thinking. You're blindsiding me with a blindside. Jesus. Blindside me with my own blindside.
It didn't surprise me, but I did text you about it. Tyreek Hill is an absolute cheat code. Absolute cheat code. It's like, it's not fair. You can't be that good and that fast. And you also, Chargers are going to Charger. Why are you single covering him?
Because they're the Chargers.
Why are you single in like? That's why I don't know if you saw. I did a video of like blind ranking like teams based off their week 1 performance. And I put the Chargers at 8. I was like, they lost by 2. That was a terrible loss. They should have won.
So something that did surprise me, right? Calvin Ridley wasn't in on 2 wide receiver sets, or not Calvin Ridley, Christian Kirk.
Zay Jones.
Yeah.
And you know what surprised me? I know we're devaluing the running back right now.
Yeah.
But Gibbs and Bijan, both, when they were in, they were more electric than the other person. I know Algier had 2 touchdowns for the Falcons. Montgomery had just the younger, fresh legs looked. I'm sure. I wonder if like eventually the Lions and the Falcons, respectively, are just going to lean more on the young bucks instead of. I get Algier's also young too. If that's the case, why draft Bijan? Like,
the real question is, why draft Kyle Pitts and Drake London? That is the real question.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair. But they could probably flip Kyle Pitts for anything right now.
Can they though? What's he showing?
Nothing, which is why they could probably try to flip him. He has shown flashes in an offense that's run first. Tell me how much who's the team that needs a tight end?
The Broncos. Then ask me how much I'm willing to give for him.
A second.
I'm willing to give a third. Late day 2.
Also, the game you didn't watch that was boring. Jake Ferguson is the starter.
Mm-hmm.
Good old Fergie. Good old Fergie, which I don't. Other than depth, I don't get why the Cowboys drafted a tight end with their second round pick. But anywho,
they probably just like what he was shown. I mean,
probably.
It's probably not. They're a good team. They don't need starters. They need depth.
Yeah.
So that's probably what the intent was for 2 tight end sets. Maybe if Ferg doesn't stay as developmental.
Good old Fergie. Good old Fergie.
Fergalicious.
I'm like playing that song in my head. I guess that deserves this.
Well, you want to get to our picks here then?
Yeah, we can talk exclusively about tomorrow night's game, which last week you were right and I was wrong. Cheer. But also smile because Detroit won.
That's because I'm the new Detroit Lions best friend.
Don't make me kick you out of your own podcast.
I bought a Detroit Lions jersey before you ever did.
Let's see it.
Let me go to my mom's house.
See it right now.
Let me go to my mom's house.
Nope, it's too late. You took too long.
Okay. Well, I mean, judging from the size, I can't even wear it. So
yeah,
perfect.
Wear it next week on the pod, or it's not real.
I can't wear it.
Just has like a sash.
I can't wear it. I'm too big.
Wear it as a scarf. It'll look good. It'll look good. So we got Eagles and Vikings.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to look at the line. What's the line? Do you know the line?
I know the Eagles are the favorite.
Yeah. I don't know what the line is though.
Scrolling up. 6.5.
Oh, okay. Give me the Eagles to cover that.
Wait, what?
The Eagles are gonna win by 7.
Oh, okay. So you're taking a win and a cover. Damn. Okay.
Yeah, I'm taking the cover. I think the Eagles can easily cover that.
I think if we're doing spreads, I go the opposite. But give me the Eagles.
Yeah, we're just doing straight up wins. Yeah, I mean, if you want to get fancy,
I think I would do Vikings getting +6, but +6.5. But
I mean, I'm saying if you want to get fancy, do straight up picks for Thursday night football, and then every week we can switch it up. Instead of doing favorites, we can do covers, and that counts as a win.
Nah. I like the way we have it because I like to have to pick an underdog to win outright.
Yeah, that's nice. So yeah, I guess I mean we talked about it in length about the Vikings. They're not a good football team. They won a lot of games last year with a negative point spread.
You know what? Maybe if Murphy puts some weight on himself.
And also, the Vikings have something else going against them.
Primetime
Kirk. Like, it's not make believe.
Yeah, but maybe if Murphy, the corner, put some weight on him, like Bake was giving him the advice to do, maybe. But this defense just isn't good, and I don't think JJ alone can beat the Eagles. So,
well, JJ had a good game last week, and then they kind of just stopped going to him.
JJ had a good game last week, and they couldn't beat the Bucs. So even with a good game, I don't think they beat the Eagles. Eagles are tough. They didn't play great. They absolutely didn't play great. They haven't decided what they're going to do at running back, and in my opinion, if you're running that much of a platoon, you have no running back. Stop it. Like, stick with one of them. Let them get hot. Running back is a streaky position. You got to allow them the opportunity to get hot, and with how they're playing them, they're not having enough time on the field to do that. And also Dallas Goedert. Where was Dallas Goedert? Not a clue. Non-existent for anything.
I mean, he was on the field.
Yeah, allegedly.
Someone else was out there.
But I think the Eagles will pick it up at some point. I'm thinking this is as good a week as any because I don't think the Vikings are that good of a team. I think JJ's phenomenal. I think Kirk is good outside of primetime. I think Addison is a good young rookie. I think Hawkinson's good. I haven't named a single defensive player.
I like Harrison Smith. That's about it.
He's old.
He's older, yes. But that's about it. That's about it.
He plays a defensive back position as a white guy, already a red flag. Now he's old.
He plays safety.
Now he's old, second red flag.
Defensive back as a white guy. He plays safety. It's not like he's out there playing corner.
Yeah, it's not the same league that John Lynch played in. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. But also, I did want to throw this out there because I actually had this as an actual thought with last week's game with Detroit and the Chiefs. I don't know if I ever said this to you. I 100% believe if me or you played receiver over Kadarius Toney, the Chiefs win that game. We don't have to catch anything. Just replace him.
See, I don't think I'd get. I wouldn't get any separation, so I don't think so.
No, you don't have to get. He dropped what became a pick six. He dropped a crucial third down. He dropped multiple third downs. He dropped a touchdown. He's dropping everything. Bro had Brucey. He watched a movie with Brucey before the game and just ate all that popcorn.
See, I saw a lot of things that are there. They were like saying like Patrick Mahomes like solely blaming Kadarius Toney. I'm like, dude, he chooses who he throws the ball to.
Yeah.
The amount of snaps he played and the targets that he got, that's because Patty wanted to throw him the ball.
Yeah, it's because Patrick also has like that mentality of if my man's struggling, I'm gonna like build him up.
Like Sky Moore was out there for like 69% of the snaps and got way less targets. Why? Because Patty didn't want to throw him the ball.
Yeah, they also weren't getting open either.
And nobody was getting open.
Yeah,
Kadarius Toney wasn't getting open half the time.
No, you're right. You're right. I agree.
It's who did he want to force feed? He wanted to force feed Kadarius Toney.
Well, Kelsey should be back for next week, so we'll see.
Should be.
We'll see.
Depends if T Swizzle keeps him out.
Yeah. Well, from last I saw, he himself said last week he kind of got lazy on the rehab, so he wasn't able to go. He wasn't able to go.
Yeah. If T Swizzle will let him get back to football. You haven't seen that report that they've allegedly been
allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Hey, bro, I mean, he got 2 rings. He's just trying to get a third.
He's trying to get a song written about him.
Bro, that album will be fire. It would just be called Kelsey. 87 songs about Travis Kelsey.
Golly.
Yeah, that'd be wild. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to some more week 2 games. You want to do favorite? You want to do Broncos? You want to do Cowboys?
We could do any of them. Honestly, I'm good with whatever. My underdog, it's a little iffy, but it still is technically.
Send it.
So we'll go with my underdog here, right? As my underdog, I have Atlanta. They are technically the underdog. Both teams are minus money if you bet on them, because it's basically a pick 'em. But they're the underdog against Green Bay, and I'm sorry, I don't trust Green Bay yet. And I think running was effective. We were watching the Green Bay and the Bears game. Running was effective. And what does Atlanta love to do? Run the ball. And they have way better running backs than Chicago has.
That's fair.
So I think they kind of control the clock, control the pace, and I think they get the W here.
So you have Atlanta starting 2-0. I like it. I like it. Honestly, if we didn't already pick it, I'd take the Eagles as my favorite.
Just because it's Kirk primetime?
Yes, that's like, I mean, if there's more primetime games with Kirk, I'm taking it. Ooh, that's intriguing. I'm sorry, I didn't look at the lines until now, so I'm looking at them right now, and I see the Texans Colts is 1.
Yep.
Oh, it actually opened as Texans as the favorite, and now has the Colts as the favorite.
Well, Colts played Jags pretty tough.
Yeah, and then Richardson got banged up at the end.
Yeah.
For my favorite,
I went underdog. I went underdog first.
Oh, sorry, my underdog. Do I want to do the same mistake as you last week?
I don't know. Do you?
No, I don't think so. My underdog. I feel like that's scary too. Ooh, that's intriguing. That's a huge underdog. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm thinking out loud. Obviously, my underdog. I didn't do them last week. Oh wait, no, they're not underdog. Dang it, they're close though. Give me. God bless America. There's no good matchups. Give me the Ravens to knock off the Bengals.
You're gonna have the Bengals going 0-2.
I mean, they were last year.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's. I don't know how I feel. Like Burrow started off slow last couple of seasons. He's been banged up or didn't participate in preseason, and it's just. Yeah. It is what it is, right?
Yep.
So, See, I know you said upset out loud. Not only did I write it in the favorite spot, I did it twice. I wrote in the favorite spot twice. All right. So, your favorite would be, God, these lines, these are not good.
I'm
almost as bad as last week.
Yeah, and I'm once again picking an opponent of a game I watched last week. My favorite, give me Tampa Bay to beat the Bears. The Bears look so god dang bad.
Honestly, that's what I was going to go with when I originally scrolled through it. I thought they were listed as the underdog, and then I was like, I looked at it backwards, and then they're like a 3-point favorite or something like that.
Yeah, 2.5, according to DraftKings. But
it's like 3.
I'm a believer in Bake, and I'm more of a believer in Bake than Justin Fields. That's for damn sure.
Bro, I'm so mad at myself, honestly, for picking the Bears to beat the Packers. Like, I don't know what possessed me to believe that Justin Fields was going to have it figured out. The Bears either run the ball or throw screens all day. They can't do anything else. I don't know what possessed me to think that they could be competent. DJ Moore is a nice addition, but like
my bet is you were expecting a big drop off because they switched from Rodgers to Love.
Maybe, but I don't even know if I can take credit for that. I think I actually thought the Bears were going to do something.
See, I think Love and Fields both aren't great. I just think the skill position players on the Packers are on average better.
We're also dumb and we're making picks, and then the whole thing said Eagles versus Vikings the whole time.
We're stupid.
Yeah. It do be like that. It do be like that.
Also, another thing that goes back to the upset that I have, Jones hamstring. I don't know if that's actually hindering him at all, but if Jones isn't playing, that Green Bay offense is going to struggle, in my opinion.
No, well, AJ Dillon's Quadzilla, so.
Yeah, but they lack explosiveness.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
So both of these games come from my watching of one game, and it wasn't pretty.
It's fair. It's fair.
So who do you got as your favorite here, buddy?
My favorite, looking at it, again, these odds are not good. These are just as bad as last week, I think.
Oh yeah,
pretty tough. But
I think that means they were set right.
Scrolling through here, I see one, and I want to pick it for two reasons. One, if this loses, then I believe this team season is completely over. I don't think they can come back from it. Give me the Giants to beat the Cardinals.
Yeah.
If the Giants lose that game, I don't think they can come back. Especially if Philly starts 2-0 and the Cowboys start 2-0 and even the Commanders start 2-0. Even in a weak NFC, it's going to be tough to come back from 2 games back with division losses in your own division.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it also, I mean, what do the Giants have? Saquon Barkley and Sexy Dexy.
What do the Cardinals have?
Exactly.
Buda Baker.
They have a guy named Hollywood. They have to be good, right?
Buda Baker.
Honestly, we should just stop calling him Hollywood Brown and call him by his first name. He has to earn Hollywood back.
Marquise.
Yeah, he has to earn Hollywood back.
Yeah, I'm a Sooners fan, and I don't even call him that.
Can we just call him Antonio Brown's sane cousin?
Is he though? Is he
compared to Antonio Brown?
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
So now we get to the fun part. Well, on my list, I have the Cowboys next.
Go for it.
Based on how I write it.
Perfect.
If it was Rodgers, wouldn't matter. Give me the Cowboys.
If it was Rodgers, wouldn't matter. Give me the Cowboys.
It's.
I have no faith in the Jets all season or all off season. I had none, and
you have
now
less.
Even less. I think the Cowboys are top 3 team in the NFC. At the very least, I think they're top 8-ish team in the NFL. Give me the Cowboys.
If the Jets could not block the Bills' defensive line, I don't know. That's who they played, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how they're going to block the Cowboys.
The Bills aren't as bad as you think they are.
No, I understand that. I get it. I just said defensive line.
Yeah.
I didn't say front 7.
No, I'm going with defensive line.
Yeah. No, I don't think.
Who are you saying is their front 7?
For what?
What's their front 7? What's their defensive line?
I'm just talking because I don't think the Bills are they don't scheme as much.
Oh.
They just straight rush. Like Dallas schemes a lot.
Yeah.
So that there'll be times when Leighton Vander Esch is blitzing, which I don't know that. Is it Matt Milano still? I don't know that he's been blitzing a lot.
I saw a few of them.
Yeah, but I mean the Cowboys are blitzing not every play, but they're scheming a lot.
Yeah.
A lot of twists and turns and hoops and hopsas. So if they getting beat, I guess what I'm saying, if they're getting beat by a straight pass rush, that's probably a better way to do it.
I think they can be beaten with speed. I think you guys are more of a power rush, generally concept, than speed rush.
Mike is a little bit of both.
Yeah, Mike can do fucking anything. Don't get me twisted here, but I'm talking more like DeMarcus Lawrence. He's more of a power rush guy.
Yeah. Osi Odigizua is a good power rush guy too.
Yeah, Micah can do literally anything, but you said the Cowboys as a whole, so I was like, I don't know. The Bills are more finesse than people like to think. But
honestly, they shouldn't have played on that field though. To be like, that's part of what played into Rodgers' injury. That field was disgusting.
Yeah,
they were still wiping up the blood from the Giants game.
Yep. Yeah. Give me the Cowboys landslide. Give me
40-0.
Give me like 4 holds by Sauce Gardner on freaking CD. That don't get called.
All right, just random, Joe. Over under Dak Prescott 2.5 touchdowns.
Under.
Just touchdowns, not passing, just touchdowns.
Under. You said Dak Prescott. Under.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going with 2. I'm going with 2.
I'll take the over. I think this will be more of a Dak game. I think Dak will. It's national media. I think he'll get 3. One on the ground.
No.
We'll see. We'll have to wait. It's an afternoon game, I think.
Next up, got the Broncos and the Commies. Who you got, buddy?
Whoa. I'm gonna go. It's tough. Both teams aren't very good.
Mm-hmm.
Broncos are favored.
Mm-hmm.
Probably rightfully so.
Mm-hmm.
Brought up their defense last week, and they still found a way to lose.
Their defense was not good last week. At all. It was actually horrendous, and there are people that are saying they held the team to 17 points. You expect to win with that? No, that if you watch that game, that was on the defense, not on the offense. I don't care if the score was 17-16. That was on the defense.
It's enticing.
Go for it.
If it was in Washington, I would probably take the Commanders, but I'll take Denver.
I still wouldn't either way. I'm taking Denver. Jamari last season, when he came out, he had a horrendous first game. Horrendous.
Uh-huh.
And I think Sean Payton is going to take a little bit more control over the defense and not give as much to Vance Joseph, because Vance Joseph has done absolutely nothing other than be considered a leader of men. His defense has never been sufficient. Defense worries me, but the players do not. The players are good. They just need to get their stuff right. Simmons and PS2 had a breakdown that led to a play. Caden Stearns not being in there because he got hurt for the season. Now, that's rough. We got old-timey K-Jack playing. A lot of drives were extended because of penalties that were costly. Discipline needs to be up. I think Sean Payton's going to realize that and get it kind of in there. Because Alex Singleton played phenomenally. Zach Allen played phenomenally. PS2 played phenomenally. They have a lot of good players that can do good things. They just need a coach to call something that actually is decent.
So, yeah, we are kind of in the same boat as last week with our picks. Hopefully we do better than 2 and 3.
Yeah. I don't feel great about it. But
we really have like the same. We're kind of in the same boat. Like we could both go 2 and 3.
Yeah. So week 7-ish is when we'll maybe my old saying will come back. Maybe.
I was
I
kind
gotta
of
give it a
hoping you were
test
going to
out.
say it because you were like the Broncos are playing the commies.
No, because
Well, I know we'll
I
hear it at
really
least 3
liked-
more times.
I really liked what the offense was doing. People are upset. I'm just like, dude, like if you watched that game, the offense moved and sustained the drives how they were.
They scored multiple touchdowns.
Yeah, and people are like, they didn't use the wide receiver 2 at all. I'm like, how much Sean Payton have you watched? Like his second leading receiver in his tenure is running back, and then third is tight end.
Mm-hmm.
His second wide receiver is fourth target.
Mm-hmm.
What are we talking about?
Everything.
Watch his games. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna put this ticker for the rest of the show because it's that time.
Yeah, I'm ready to call it too, but I also really wanted to take a favorite, but I didn't want you to say a homer because my girlfriend was in the comment section. So,
were you gonna take the Dolphins?
I was going to take the Dolphins, and then I saw her commenting. I was like, I can't take the Dolphins.
I almost went back-to-back weeks picking the Patriots because she was in the comments.
I don't.
They're only 3 points. And Belichick is not going to do what the Chargers did. He will double.
Yeah, he can double them. That don't matter.
No, I mean he's not gonna. It's not gonna be the same as.
It's not going to be 466 passing yards. It's going to be 322, and it's going to be fine.
Yeah.
Because what can the Pats really do? No,
I mean, we'll see. We'll see.
I have no faith in the Patriots.
Will the Dolphins' offensive line keep them clean?
Yeah, that's fair. I guess we'll find out.
We will, and that'll have to wait till next week because it's that time.
Yep.
And when it's that time, there's only one thing left to say.
Pasta.